Welcome to the beautiful Carnival celebration, everybody. Here you can see some of the statistics on the Carnival. It was released in November of 22 and has a maximum capacity of over 6,000 passengers. Let's get on with the tour. Welcome to Coach Cruise.
I just can't get away from a good time.
All right, so we're going to start on deck 6 forward. You see the fitness center here on my left. And we're going to spin around and we're going to see the Cloud 9 spa entrance where you'll go to make your appointments for any spa treatments. Now, this is not a secret entrance into the Grand Spectrum Theater, but it is an overlooked entrance. And so that's where we're going to start here. We're going to zoom through this hallway really quick. And once we get to the end, we are going to come in on the lower level of the Grand Spectrum Theater. That is deck 6. As we get around the corner here, we are going to see a couple of the playlist performers getting ready for rehearsal. And we see the magnificent Grand Spectrum Theater from the lower level. And we'll turn around and zip right back out of here, go past the Cloud 9 Spa once again. And let's head across the hallway to the Fitness Center, Cloud 9 Fitness Center. As we hang a left, we go across, we see a number of Nautilus type machines and some free weights there on our left. And there's also some recumbent bikes, some other cardio equipment. You see a number of treadmills here and the elliptical machine the gentleman's on there along with a couple bikes. There's also a couple rooms for spin classes and meetings and things like that. Now we're entering the Punchliner Comedy Club that's just down the hall. You see that's a nice size venue and obviously a dedicated space for comedy. There's also comedy in the Limelight Lounge that's behind the Alchemy Bar on deck 7. We'll get to that in just a bit, but there you see the Punchliner Club from the outside. And we are headed toward the Piano Bar now. So as we get past the front doors there, we see we are at Piano Bar 88, so let's take a peek inside. And sure enough, there's a piano, and there's plenty of seating there. It can get quite crowded to where you're standing. It's standing room only in the piano bar. There's the bar there. And we're going to head out, and we're going to come and do Celebration Central. Now, on the right here is Java Blue Cafe, a nice size Java Blue Cafe, and you see all those glass shelves. They will have a lot of sandwiches, both breakfast sandwiches in the morning, of course, and then more traditional sandwiches, Philly cheesesteaks, roast beef sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, and such later on in the afternoon and early evening. Now, as we come over here to the Grand Central stage, we see that they're getting ready for the most magnificent circus. And we pass the Tropical Bar there as well. Now we're going back across past the Java Blue Cafe, and we're getting to the Cherry on Top Candy Shop. I also have some souvenirs in here, but it's at a cost for all the candy and souvenirs, of course. There is that iconic Rolls Royce on deck 6. And then now we're coming upon the Golden Jubilee bar area. Now, aside from it being a beautiful bar area, there is a generous amount of seating to the side where there will also be live music performed at a small stage they have set up in the corner. There you see the miniature version of the Carnival celebration there, which is not so miniature. It's quite large, but certainly miniature in comparison to the real thing. And then I just show you a little bit of the stage there. And now we are on our way to Latitudes and the Gateway. But first, we're going to pass the Carnival restaurant. And I'm going to just step in here so you can see a few of the tables and see the windows there. And it goes back a ways, but no point in going too far into there. You know what the dining room kind of looks like from that initial look. And you see a lot of posters there of different destinations. And here's some little table nooks that are a nice little hideaway. The reason you see all these destinations is we're coming into the Gateway and the Latitudes themed bar of destinations. But before we get back to the bar, let's take a look at these shops. There's no way to, hit them without kind of turning back and then turning around again. So these shops here on the lower level, I mean, there's perfumes, there's colognes, there's lotions, there are souvenirs, there's handbags, there's, you know, souvenirs, there's a wide variety of different things that you can purchase here. And then there'll be more shops on the upper levels, but we'll get to those in just a bit. So now we're headed back toward the gateway. You see this beautiful staircase here where a lot of people like taking pictures. And they did this area magnificently, I think, by comparison to the Mardi Gras. I mean, just how colorful it is. And then these LCD screens on the left over here. Now those change. Those are not like stained glass mirrors, anything like that. Those are like TVs and are just look like that at the moment. And we're at Emerald's Bistro here. Now all of the food and drinks that you're going to purchase here are at a cost, but there are some tasty dishes to choose from. The Bananas Foster, I think, is that what I pronounce it, but or a lot of, you know, southern style Cajun type cooking you're going to find there. And then as we continue down the hall here, we're going to get to the Carnival kitchen. And as you can see, there are a number of cooking stations set up there as we peek through the windows. And that's where you're going to, you know, take cooking classes that are led by chefs, and you and your spouse or you and a friend take part in making dishes of your choice that you get to eat at the end. Now we come back to the Festival restaurant. I know I'm getting ahead of myself here. We're already turning around and leaving, but you saw the chandelier there, and that's a beautiful area of the main dining room. And we're going to go up and see the upper level of the main dining room, and we'll just see that chandelier from up top rather than from down low now. But this is your main dining room. This is where most people are going to come to eat. Some will go to that Carnival restaurant, but not too many. Most of you will be coming here. So when you check in to dine, if this is where you choose to dine, you're going to either be on level 6 or level 7. It will indicate when you book in your hub app. Unless you have assigned dining, then you're going to be at the same table all the time. All right, so we come out of the Festival restaurant, and the first thing we're going to get to is the Park West offices. That is the artwork offices, if you purchase any artwork at the artwork auctions. And then on the left is the steakhouse. You see the steakhouse bar there. And then we're going to go into the restaurant portion of it here and take a quick peek. But the thing I like about the bar being outside is, you know, you don't have to obviously have a reservation at the steakhouse to go to the bar. So the bar is easily accessible, and I highly suggest the watermelon martini. So we go down the hallway, we see that gateway from above, and we come on upon the Alchemy Bar. So here at the Alchemy Bar, my favorite bar, that is where your alchemist, your expert bartender, creates some amazing cocktails for your enjoyment. We just passed the Limelight Lounge there. The doors were locked, so we passed on by it. Here's the duty-free liquor store, and then here's more of a Carnival souvenir type store. And then we're going to take another peek at Grand Central here, Grand Central Stage from the level 7. All right, let's spin around, and we're going to head into the casino. And there is some mopping going on or something there, so we're going to take a little shortcut here through all the slot machines and come out on the other side. Now this is the non-smoking side. You see all the table games. There are blackjack, 3-card poker, craps on the non-smoking side, and now we're entering the smoking side, and also the casino bar here. We're going to continue into the smoking section. Still a ton of slot machines, and as we cut through here, we see there are plenty of table games on this side as well. All right, so we have made our way through the casino, and now we're going to see that Grand Spectrum Theater from level 7. We've seen it from level 6. Let's see it from level 7. All right, so there's a look. Let's scoot over to the side here just a bit and catch just a little bigger glimpse of the stage way down there where the curtain is, and spin around and head on out. Now floors 6, 7, and 8 are the public areas. So we are up on 8 now, and we are going past the Havana area, and we are coming up on Chibang. That is the restaurant that is half Mexican, half Asian, and you can choose or mix up the items that you want to get on the menu. And we're gonna head out of there. Some people are very fond of that restaurant. Some others are like, eh. Now we're taking a trip into the Havana bar. And you see all the beautiful colors of the Havana area. There is the stage where a lot of Latin music is being played in the evenings, and people are dancing and enjoying that very much. There is the Havana bar, the inside of it at least. And I'm going to take you outside too, because I stayed here, so I had a pass. We're going to walk you up the little steps here to see the very cold, chilly, shallow pool. There's the towel area, and walk past the outdoor bar area that is supposed to only be for people that are staying in the Havana area. All right, as we come back through here, let's cut back through the Havana area, and we're going to start heading toward the back of the ship. We'll come upon the midship area first. We'll see Celebration Central on the left from the deck 8. And we're going to come up on the teppanyaki grill. Now, as we go in here, we're going to see there are 3 stations that seat 11 people each, I believe. And they're going to cook there for you, the Benihana type style restaurant where, you know, they make the rice and the chicken and the steak and the shrimp and everything. And they cook it right in front of you and put on a little show for you. A lot of people really have a good experience there. All right, now right next to that is Bonsai Sushi. You see that's a large dedicated area to Bonsai Sushi. And the sushi, of course, is at a cost. And a lot of people, though, find the prices to be very fair and the sushi to be very good. Now here's the Effie front street, and there's going to be some fine jewelry and some jewelry that's not too expensive there as well, if you want a value and something to take home in the form of jewelry. Now we're passing the Pixels Gallery. That's where you're going to go for all your photos. And we come up upon the 820 Biscayne area, the Welcome to Miami. You see the Miami themed area. And the restaurant here is Cucina de Capitano. And this is free on the Carnival celebration. Okay, there are items on the menu that are at a cost, but most of the items are going to be free, so you can choose to dine here if you like, at least once for free. And then as we come out, we are going to be headed toward Bar 820. Now there is an inside area of Bar 820, and there's also an outside area on the other side. See one of my friends there waving at me from behind the bar. And on our right here, as we continue on, is Miami Slice. That is the pizza place on the Carnival celebration. And that place, the Miami Slice, that is very busy almost all of the time. That time, not so busy. Here we have the Deco Deli, which has some great deli-type sandwiches that they toast, many of them. I ate here probably as much as I ate anywhere besides Shaq's Chicken. So I took a break here from the tour to get myself a sandwich. Who could blame me? And there is my sandwich, as a matter of fact. There are the Flamingos just on the other side of Bar 820. And those are some really cool looking flamingos. And then we have Rudy Sea Grill. Let's go run through here real quick and take a look at the inside of Rudy Sea Grill. That's where your upscale seafood dining, $48 per person at the time of this video. Your adventures, Carnival Adventures, that's where you're going to book your shore excursions if you don't already have them booked ahead of time. Now we're coming back to another Carnival Fun Store at Guy's Pig and Anchor, and this is the summer landing area. There's Heroes Tribute Lounge that we just zipped in and out of, and now we are in front of the bar at the Guy's Pig and Anchor, and we're going to head on outside. But you see how large an area Guy's Pig and Anchor is. Now as we step outside, we see that this is where the Sea Day Barbecue happens. And this is free. This is included in your cruise fare. So if you want some brisket and some chicken and some pulled pork, that is where you're going to go on Sea Days. Now, as we continue on back here, we see the nice-sized pool at the back of Summer Landing. And a lot of people enjoy that area, but it was shut down there, as you could see, for us being in port and then doing some maintenance. So as we go out the other doors here on just the other side of the pool there, we see 2 generous-sized hot tubs. Then that's right next to the watering hole bar. Watermelon Crush is a great drink there, by the way, if you'd like to get a drink at that particular bar. As we continue along outside here, we're going to come on the outside portion of bar 820. And the 305 mango drink here is very good. Now, I wanted to take you out here to show you the smoking area that I just turned around and turned away from, but that was it. And now it's off to the Lido deck.
Oh, YouTubers, trust me. This is Cookie, your cruise director on the Carnival Horizon down in Miami, Florida. Trust me, number one, you want to follow this man's channel, Coach Cruise, because he's the absolute best coach out here. Not about fitness, but about cruising. Trust me, he's going to make sure you have the best time ever because he knows the ins and outs of every cruise that you go on. So click that like, follow button, and share more about this brother right here. Not only is he my coach, but he's my cousin. We'll see you all on the next cruise. Until then, we're out of here. Peace.
All right, so we made it to the Lido deck. So let's head on out on the Lido and see what trouble we can get into. Well, we're not going to get into much trouble, but we come upon the hot tub right away, and we're going to hang a right because we want to go to the Blue Iguana Cantina for some tacos or a burrito. One line is for burritos, one line is for tacos, and there's a toppings bar. But let's head across the other side, and we find the Seafood Shack. Now, that is at a cost. You're not getting free seafood there. But the other three stations over here, the Time Fries, which I didn't get to this time, but it's really good station, Steam Dream, and then we have the Sizzle. And all of those are like street eats type, smaller portion sizes that the menu changes on a daily basis. So that's a neat little area if you want a smaller portion and you want to try some different things. You want to hit that street eats. And the Seafood Shack is at a cost, but the steamed shrimp, and clam chowder I've always been a fan of. Now we passed the Red Frog Tiki Bar there, and we're going to head into the Lido Marketplace, that's where you're going to find your buffet-style eating. The menu changes here, too. They do have gelato here, which we're passing right now, and that is free. Okay, there's the salad bar we just passed, and again, there's a number of buffet-style settings here as we walk deeper into it, and we won't take a look at each and every one. I mean, it's a buffet. You get the idea. No point in identifying each and everything as the menu changes. But what we will point out is Shaq's Big Chicken, because that is one of my favorite spots, and you see it's several other people's favorite spot by the looks of this line. All right, and the Uncle Jerome is my sandwich that I'm going to recommend to you. There's the Tides pool area. You saw the pool along with two hot tubs, and there's the Tides bar. So let's go up onto deck 17, and we'll take a quick peek back at deck 16 and the Tides pool and hot tubs. And we're going to zip all the way around deck 17. Now, this is a smoking area, so we're just going to zip on through here. There's not a whole lot to see, so we're going to kind of speed up through here to save you all some time in watching this video. There's a young lady in a wheelchair there, so I stepped to the side for her. And now we're back around the main pool entrance and the DJ booth there. And we're going to swing on through here past the upper level of the Tiki Bar. And as we come along the other side, this is where Guy's Burger is. This is a large dedicated space for Guy's Burger. And then we pass also Club 02, which is the teenage club here. And we're going to zip along past the teenage club, and we get to the other side here. This is not a smoking area, but that concludes deck 17, and all of a sudden we are at deck 18 already. And we come across the miniature golf course, and this is the ultimate playground area. And there is a very small running track here. You see it's only one lane, which is one of the things I think they messed up on. They have a massive ship that has 6,500 guest capacity, and there is one teeny tiny running track. Oh, and a rainbow. Your cruise might come with a rainbow. Mine did. So let's go on down the track here, and we are going to come up on the Bolt roller coaster. Unfortunately for this young gentleman that was so looking forward to going on the Bolt roller coaster, it was shut down because of the wet weather. And he was very disappointed. Hopefully they booked a second reservation and they will get on it. Just above us is the ropes course, and there is a plank that you walk out on and jump off of and zip line to another platform on the other side, which is really cool. So that ultimate playground area is a playground. You saw the sport courts and everything, but we're going to head to the other side of deck 18, and that's where we're going to find the Serenity area. And adults love this area because kids aren't allowed. It's 21 and over. So let's go see what we got over here. We have this generous size hot tub where you see numerous people sitting and still have space. All these little day beds and things like that throughout the Serenity area. And then what do you know? We got a seating area and a pool in the Serenity area. It's not very busy right now, mostly because the water's kind of cold on this particular cruise. You see Loft 19 above, they have a pool of their own, but that area costs extra. All right, you saw the Serenity Bar and the Fresh Creation Salad Bar. I'm just taking you to the front over here so you can kind of see some of the extra seating in the Serenity area. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to head back towards Loft 19. Now, Loft 19 is at a cost, and it's a pretty substantial cost, in my opinion. But you get your own private cabana. Now, you can rent these by the day if they're available, or you can rent them by the week. I've had some very generous coach cruisers invite me to their Loft 19 experience in the past, and I must say it is very nice. They bring you fresh fruit, a bottle of champagne every day. You have access to that pool that nobody else has. I'm just kind of zipping you in and out of all of the cabanas here and all the loungers and such that they have available to you. But that is pretty much it. I zipped through this tour because I know many tours are as long as an hour long, and I know you don't want to spend that much time on a tour, so I try to get through this one and show you everything as fast as possible. Hit that like, subscribe button and notifications, and let me know what you thought about this video. Thanks so much for watching.
Such an awesome job.
Oh, sure.
And secondly, and this one is huge, like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you know when this man is posting more videos.
I appreciate that you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lee.
I just can't get away from a good time.